Okay, deltoid region. So there's actually considered 3 deltoids. Some books actually just say it's just 1 deltoid, just right in this region. But there's actually considered anterior deltoid, and then the medial deltoid right here, and then also the posterior deltoid. So the origin is the lateral third of the clavicle. So right in here, so that's where the actual origin for the anterior, and all the insertions for the deltoid actually go down to the deltoid tuberosity. So that's the actual insertion for all 3 deltoids. So that's why some books actually just say it's actually just 1 muscle, but some books separate it and they actually say it's 3 muscles then. So, and then also for the medial one, it's actually a acromion process, acromion and lateral spine of the scapula. So it actually starts in this region here. So again, the anterior actually goes down like this. The medial, or some people call it lateral deltoid, starts like this. And then the posterior deltoid, lower lip of the spine of the scapula. So the spine of the scapula, when we flip her over, we'll actually be able to feel, and I'll show you where the spine of the scapula is, right in that region. So the deltoids, the medial deltoid, there's actually 4 trigger points on that region. So it's totally lateral right here. So it actually just refers around that region. And the anterior, there's only 1 trigger point right around here, and it'll just refer around here then, okay? And the posterior, it'll just refer around the posterior region. So you know if it's just totally lateral, more likely it's the medial deltoid. If it's just anterior region, it's going to just be the anterior, and posterior, it's just going to be the posterior deltoid region. So the actions of it actually flexes the humerus, so it actually brings the arm up like this, and also adduction, so the arm close to the body like this, medial rotation like this, abduction to 90 degrees. So abduction, it just brings it straight up like this. So that's for the medial deltoid. That's the only action it does, is just abduction to 90 degrees. But the other actions are for the anterior deltoid. And then for the posterior deltoid, the actions are, it does extension. When we flip her over, I'll show you extension of that. And then also horizontal abduction, so you have the arm out straight, and then you just bring it straight back like this. And also lateral rotation, so it's bringing it back like this then, okay? So again, this is medial rotation, lateral rotation, horizontal adduction, horizontal abduction, adduction, abduction. Okay, so those are some of the actions of that region then. Okay, and some people actually call this the shoulder pad muscle, just because it actually is a little bit bigger in this region then. So you remember in the 80s when people actually wore those jackets with the shoulder pads kind of built up in that region, so that's kind of how it's got its name too, as the shoulder pad muscle.